Welcome to Drafting Out Loud. Today we're looking at the DraftKings market movers, but instead of looking at the risers, fallers, and values, we're looking at only at one player, and that's Quentin Johnston. I hate to say it, but I think he might be part of a wide receiver dead zone, if that is a thing. He just keeps on rising up the boards here. Another 3 picks in the last 2 days, 8 picks in the last 7 days, and a round and a half in the last 30 days. And I just don't get it. I think, and I won't even go over why I don't get it because I've done that before. But I think there's like a wide receiver dead zone, and I'm going to call it rounds 6 through 8 is what I'm going to call it. And if we go here and look at DraftKings, rounds 6 through 8, we have Tate, Washington, Thomas, Harrison, Tyson, Metcalf, Johnston, Pierce, Wilson, Sutton, Mackay Lemon, Chris Godwin, and Jaden Reed. And Jaden Reed. And it's not that I don't like any of these receivers. In fact, I've been drafting a lot of these receivers a good amount. I got a good amount of Tate. I was drafting Washington a decent amount on underdog where he was cheaper. Um, Harrison, I think, third year he might be something possibly. Tyson, definitely drafting him pre-draft. And then if you go all the way down here, definitely getting some lemon with like Hurts, especially on underdog. And I drafted a ton of Godwin pre-draft as well. So it's not like I don't like these players, but I just, as I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure if any of these players have like elite upside to be a difference maker on your team, like win you the league. I, I think there's talent, but it's like the situations are just, it's either there's the talent's not there or the situation is one where probably a capped upside. And because of that, I'm just not sure if they are the right picks. And part of it's not just because they're not the right picks, it's because in this draft that I have coming up, I'm going to be stuck at a point where now I need to draft uh, uh, the Commanders, Rasheed White, Rashad White, like way earlier, Rashad White, way earlier than I want to because he's just rising up. And now I got to draft him here at like 113 or something like that because I need running backs. I didn't draft enough of them earlier. And I think it's because I took, other positions like those wide receivers that are maybe a little uninspiring. You got a choice here. You take one of those wide receivers, or if we go here and look what else is in rounds, starting at pick 61, which is again the start of round 6. You got Tyler Warren, could potentially be the best tight end in the league this year. You got a lot of the top end QBs in Drake May, Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts, and then and Jalen Hurts. Dak Prescott is just on the outside. No, he's in it too. Dak Prescott, Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence is when I say 6 through 8, 8 ends on at 96. So yeah, Trevor Lawrence is in there too. Even I don't know if you like him, but Matthew Stafford's in there also, and Patrick Mahomes is in there as well. So there's all these QBs, and then you have some running backs in here too that have a chance to actually be a difference maker. I don't know. I'm not saying they're all going to be difference makers, but if things break their way, I think they could be a difference maker. Hubbard's already done it in the past. Stevenson showed he could do it last year. You got tight ends like Kraft, who also could be the running back or what tight end number one if things break the right way for him. Warren or even Dowdle's in here as well, I think, right? Yeah, Dowdle's in here too. So you have other running backs if one of them gets hurt Warren ends up getting that pass catching role and he gets plus on top of that. Maybe he could be a league winner right here. We've been drafting like he'd be league winner every year. Just hasn't happened yet. So I'm not saying the wide receivers are bad. I'm just saying that I think the running backs are better bets and a better chance to kind of a clear without anything crazy happening, a clear potential chance to be league winners. While these Wide receivers, I'm not sure. Now, I'm not saying that I like all those players. For example, I think Hubbard's kind of scary, and getting Jonathan Brooks in the 100s, I think, is a much more fun and maybe even more league upside type of bet. But either way, I don't know about these wide receivers here. And then if you do take these wide receivers, then you're stuck grabbing from this other crop of running backs a little further down the board, which I like Brooks, but he's rising up. He's no longer good. He's probably going to get into the 90s here sooner rather than later. And you're stuck grabbing someone like a Blake Corum, a J.K. Dobbins, or a where did he go? A Rashad White instead. And not bad, but if you got to grab him just because you need a third running back, it just doesn't feel that good. So there you go. Do we have a wide receiver dead zone? Let me know what you think. See you on the next one. Peace.